What is up, YouTube friends? Seth here with Throttle Addiction. So you bought yourself a stock shovel head, done a few things, and now it's time to hardtail it. We're going to show you how it's done. We got one started over here on the lift. Let's go take a look. We have our Throttle Addiction hardtail frame here, our stock swing arm shovel head frame. They are ready for Mighty Morphin Chopper Rangers. We're going to show you how it's done. This is the Throttle Addiction hardtail kit for late swing arm panhead frames, shovel head frames, 100% made here in the USA, cast axle plates made in the US, 100% TIG welded, slugged, bent, fit up right here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And now we're going to show you how it's done. Step one, gather up your tools. Probably the main thing, most important thing, grinder with a cutoff wheel. Probably a couple cutoff wheels if we're being honest. If you're lucky enough to have a portaband, this will make your pre-cuts easy, quick. An assortment of barrel sanders, die grinder discs to get everything cleaned up when we're done. These are super cool. These are tube sanders. They work really well if you're doing a few of these. Some measuring situations, some marking situations. Cardstock, we'll show you why. And your safety glasses. Safety first. That is all we're going to need. Now we are going to mark and set up for our cuts. The overall goal here is we're extracting the rear from the front. So we are going to cut away all the weld here from our top tubes. There are two styles of cross connectors here. They're the early style, which are cast like this, and then in the 80s they switched to flat plates that are welded on. All of our pre-cuts, all of our measurements, all that's going to be the same. Really the only difference is how we're extracting this cross piece from here. We're going to reuse these cast cross pieces in this instance. We are going to remove the tube from this cast piece here, and then eventually we're going to cut these off so we can get our new frame on, and then we're going to stick them back on there and weld them. We'll show you how that goes, but ultimately we're peeling all this cast away from our tube. If you happen to have a late style shovel head frame, the only difference is getting rid of this plate here. So we're getting rid of the back here, so we're just going to cut this straight down, cut this straight down. That's going to go away, and then we're peeling out this weld here and all this weld here to leave our backbone and down tube nice and clean and ready for a hardtail. Moving down, we are going to pull our measurement off our cross brace here back 7 3/8. Make our mark, cut that, same on the back tube, and then we are going to be removing this transmission mount slug from our trans support here. So we're going to be cutting all that weld out, cleaning that up to weld back onto our hardtail transmission slug. So that is the goal. Now I'm going to show you how I do it. So the first thing I like to do is make a couple pre-cuts. So we're just going to cut around here, 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 and here, as well as right here and here. Basically, we're just trying to separate the back half from the top half, then we'll go back and clean everything up. Moving down. So again, we have to get this transmission support separated. So we can, couple ways, make our pre-cuts on our cross tube here, or probably what I prefer to do is just cut the bottom of this transmission slug off there. Then we need to make our measurements from our cross back 7 3/8. Mark those, cut them. I usually leave them a little long, then you can grind back to get your good measurement. So I'm going to mark those. Okay, we're going to, off of our transmission, pull our 7 3/8, make a little scribe mark there. And then what I like to do is take a piece of cardstock, run it up to our scribe, and then make my line. That gives you a nice square cut. Again, if that's our line, I'm going to cut a little proud of that, and then we're going to trim it back. That way we get a nice square cut. So if we get off a little bit, when we trim it back, we can true it up. So that's marked on one side, same on the other. Pre-cuts are marked, bottom tubes are marked. Now we're going to cut some stuff. Get as far as we can, then we'll go grinder. Got our easy top pre-cuts done, the ones that don't really matter. Got some practice in. Now we're gonna do the ones that do matter. Pre-cuts done. Back end separated. Now we're going to take our cutoff wheels and peel off these guys here, just cutting the weld all the way around, peeling it off. Same here, cutting our weld all the way around, peeling the tube out of our casting. And then we're going to come down to our trans support here. Same, peel the weld all the way off, get rid of our transmission mount slug. These guys are cut to length. We're going to double check those, run them in if we need to, clean them all up, square them. Extraction is complete. We got our transmission slug cut out of there. She's ready to be cleaned up. Now, onto our top tubes without hitting the backbone. Left side taken care of. Got our right side here cut. Did pretty good. Didn't get into the parent metal. Didn't leave too much to clean up. That's what you want. Just cake your cutoff wheel. Put it in an angle. Lastly, we got these guys. Again, I saved the worst for last. I don't know why I do it to myself. Same thing. We're just going to get those cut out of there. Then on to cleanup. Extraction is complete. We got our transmission slug pulled out of our transport. We got our top tubes pulled off there. And we have our top tubes pulled out of our cross member. So now we're switching up tools, getting rid of cutoff wheels. This is going to be our friend for most of it, just a little barrel sander. We're going to clean that up, clean up the inside of here for our slugs. And then, oh yeah, this guy too, a little bit of cleanup there. Make sure everything's nice and tidy. Then we're going to hit these with a grinder, eventually with our tube sander, get all that peeled off and ready for our hardtail situation. Here we go. Got our backbone all sanded down, cleaned up, our cross tubes cleaned up, barrel sanded down, got all the extra paint removed so when we weld it, she's nice and cleaned up. Our speed holes here that someone has put all over this thing, we got those cleaned up. Gonna get those welded up while we're welding up the frame. Our next step is to put some holes for our Rosette welds. We got the inside of our tubes cleaned up as well as a good bevel put on them. We're gonna make our marks at about 1/2 inch on both tubes for our 3/8 hole. Go ahead and center punch them and drill them out. So all that's left is to clean up the inside of the tube to make sure our slugs go in nice and clean. This here is just for you early shovelhead dudes with the cast cross member. We are going to cut both of these off nice and square. I try to cut the right one here just on the front of this little casting there, nice and square. This one I center right up, cut them. Reason being is with these on here in the way, we are not able to get the hardtail put on. So we have to get these out of there, get everything mounted up, and then we're gonna take them, size them if we need them, and weld it all back together. That's what we're gonna do. That's why we're doing it. So building choppers, you take big parts, cut them into little parts, and then weld it all back together into big parts. That's what we do here. It's like the pulling my thumb off trick. Enough with the boring stuff. Enough with the dirty stuff. The moment everybody's been waiting for, the only reason you're watching this is to get the hardtail on the frame. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna get our bottom slugs started. Do not cram them all the way in, just get them started. Sometimes you might need a little clamp on your front section of frames. Pull those together, but more often than not, like that. Got them started. Set her down. Pop the top over. Piece of cake. And now, give her a little attitude. Bring her home. Okay, once we get our hardtail put on, the next thing we need to do is get our transmission plate aligned. I would say the most important thing is to make sure you have a in good shape, not wallowed out holes, not homemade, good actual transmission plate. That way it's actually doing what you want it to do. Get your back bolts in, leave the front ones out. You might have to tap on this side, pull this side out to get all that lined up. Your transmission support here, a lot of times those ears need to be tweaked and adjusted, bent over to give you enough room to get all your bolts in, get it good and snug. If yours is mangled, if it didn't fit for the last guy and he made the holes about this big to make it fit, we sell them, throttleaddiction.com. Jump on there, get a nice fresh one with good square holes to line everything up perfectly. Once we have this plate in, that's your main alignment, but you can still have things a decent amount off. What the best thing to do is then put it in a frame jig, fix everything up, make sure there's no twist, make sure she's perfectly aligned, and everything is gonna get you going down the road straight. If you're not gonna go that route, your best option from there is to install your rear axle. Give yourself a center line on your rear axle and run a string line from the tip all the way down through center of your axle. With the transmission plate being centered in your axle, you can twist that around, get a pretty good idea where it needs to go, get it all tacked up in place. Got it put in our fixture. We have our transmission plate, a good transmission plate. Everything's gonna hold it tight. We have our transmission support all lined up, cleaned up, ready to weld there. Got our gap here set by our transmission plate. Everything's pretty much just locked in place. The only thing you might need to do is throw a clamp on your top tubes to pull those in tight, get them clocked so they look most excellent. At this point, I'm gonna bow out and leave it to our pro, Mr. Jared. He's gonna come in, weld up here, we'll pull it off, finish welding it, and then we'll get our crosses done off the jig. With that, I'll get out of the way and let the master work. Got it off the jig. He's got her pretty well finished up here. Good and welded together. The last piece of this puzzle before we can build us a badass hardtail shovelhead chopper is to finish off our cross member here. If you recall, this is the early style with the cast cross member. We cut these guys out to get our hardtail on. And now we are just going to, we got a good bevel all the way around. We're going to get those right back up there and get them welded on here, welded back to our frame. And this portion is complete. On to the rest. If you do not have the early style, again, this is where you'll just take a chunk of tube, give yourself some copes, slide it in across there, and bridge that gap with a couple pieces of tube. So we got it all welded up. We got our cross brace welded back into place. What we're gonna do now, we're just gonna clean these welds up a little, and then what I like to do is take and peen it a whole bunch so it gets kind of that cast look back, get rid of that seam and make it look like all one continuous piece. So that is the last step. We are all wrapped up. Piece cake, we're all done. We got them mated together. And now you're ready to jump over to throttleaddiction.com, buy all the other cool parts and pieces, springers, wheels, tires, cool gas tanks, all that awesome stuff that makes it a good looking, unique chopper. So depending on when you're watching this, stay tuned. We're coming out with a whole bunch of extra parts and pieces to make building shovelhead hardtails a little easier. Some oil tanks, some seats, some fit up fenders, sissy bar situations, just to help you get going from raw frame to rolling down the road. The other thing we'll have, we've done them for some Softails, some Sportsters in the past. We're gonna do it again here, is a full on wiring harness to get your shovelhead all wired up, bare bones chopper style, everything to length, nice and easy. We'll get that developed, get them processed up, and throw them out in the world for you guys. Check it out, throttleaddiction.com.